Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 3rd to the 9th of January 2022. We actually have quite a quiet week coming up, which will probably be very welcome after the last 3 weeks have felt a little bit like whitewater rafting, with a couple of very big and significant aspects all going on at once, all getting us ready for 2022. But at this point we're sort of between time really, and that's going to set us really well up for the coming Mercury Retrograde in Aquarius. As one of the themes for that, I feel, is our relationship with time and our perspective of life in general. So we had a big meeting of Venus and Pluto on the 29th, with Mercury in the mix as well, at 24-25 degrees Capricorn, and that began the Mercury Retrograde, along with Venus-Pluto conjunction. These two seem to be running together. So we have spoken about this over the last couple of weeks, but Venus is retrograde, meeting with Pluto in order that we can alchemize our true value, raise our heart frequency. And then Mercury is about to go retrograde, which happens 3 times a year, but this time it's going to be Aquarius back into Capricorn. So these two aspects are working together, and they're starting off the year with their signature tunes. So on Monday, Mercury moves into Aquarius. We're in the first awareness phase, so from the 29th of December through to 14th of January is the awareness phase. Anything that comes up here is part of the Mercury retrograde story according to where it is in your chart. So the kind of things to be on the lookout for are the way that we think and our perceptions with Mercury, and then holding a new vision, wanting to break free of outdated thought forms and beliefs with Aquarius. This can be shocking, like a lightning flash, or it can be feeling of waking up from sleep and suddenly realising things are slightly different than we thought. So very interesting energies coming up. Your dates are 29 December to 14 Jan for the first phase. Then we turn retrograde at 10 degrees Aquarius for anyone that's following along with their chart. And we go to the 4th of February, where we turn direct at 24 degrees Capricorn again. And we go along to the 24th of February, when the whole phase ends in Aquarius at 10 degrees again. So phase 1, 29 December to 14 Jan, awareness. Phase 2, 14 Jan to 4 February, recalibration, rethinking, reassessing, reviewing, revising. And phase 3, 4th of February to the 24th of February, onwards and upwards, the evidence of hard work and the rewards that that brings. So there's something very deep and balancing about this one. I feel that we're finally clearing everything out of our subconscious as we're coming out of a couple of years of really cleaning up our lower vibration so that we can live in our true essence. And because we've had 3 weeks of different, with the festivities and different social groups, etc., no doubt certain things would have been brought up there that could be from your past as well. As we spoke about last week, holding your energy as you are now, when you go back into a group that sees you as you were then, is a masterclass in itself. But as we enter 2022 on the new moon in Capricorn, 12 degrees, we're starting a new phase. There's a feeling of coming off the wheel of time, the wheel of servitude, even the wheel of the zodiac. For anyone that's studied their chart for a long enough time, we're actually almost encompassing all of this now, but not having to be under the auspices of our planets and aspects. Feels more like bringing them all into cohesion, but living in a state of pure potential. 2022 is ruled by the Fool card, so we've got Uranus there, and the activity of Uranus is going to be very powerful this year, as it's one of the years at the beginning of the Aquarian age, and we've had those significant squares breaking from Saturn old to Uranus new through 2021. So I feel that we need to rest and reflect on everything that happened in the last couple of weeks and in the last year to make sure that we've learnt the lessons, we're looking at it with right perspective, and this Mercury retrograde coming up, taking us through to the end of February, will be cleaning up those loose ends, making sure that we can actually see with clear eyes. So we have to be prepared to be able to change our mind, have a sense of humour handy, and hold a vision for what's true and right, rather than just trying to cling on to sense of justice with Aquarius. So we are going to see some rebalancing of things that have been unjust or hiding beneath the surface and are ready to come up for cleansing. Sense of fairness and equality, liberation, all of these wonderful aspects are part of Aquarius. So very interesting to see that we start the year in a retrograde to make sure that we are actually on target and well aligned, be able to use our minds for what they were meant for, a sharp sword of truth. The other aspect that we've had recently is Jupiter moving into Pisces. That's just going to get stronger and stronger, and this takes us inwards to find our sovereignty. So I say that word a lot, but what does it really mean? Anything that's little, limited, dependent on the outside world, even adopted beliefs and behaviours because other people are doing them, all of that is not sovereign. Being sovereign is truly knowing yourself, having assessed every thought and belief and habit, looked at it from a soul level rather than repeating the struggling human story, and then cleared some space, knowing that you deserve to receive, that you're worthy, knowing that you're always receiving. There is no separation. There's so many aspects to this, but Pisces is the interconnectedness of all things. So we can let go of that separation and struggle and go within to really find deep connection, deep sense of sovereignty and power that Jupiter's journey is going to take us on. Jupiter will be walking towards Neptune, so there's a very spiritual tone to that as well, to actually find how it feels to be your true essence and anchor in that vibration. But that's not for a little while yet, and still the main energy is the Venus retrograde, taking us into our mountain to find our value, burning away the old, raising up the energy to the new, really finding that alchemical mastery, while Mercury is giving us an intriguing workshop into how things actually are and how to align with the new frequencies that are coming in. So I'm not really saying this week day by day. Take a breather, wrap up all the loose ends of anything that did come into your awareness over the festive break, as we really do need to let a lot of this go now. Leave it in the past, and there's going to be some very fresh and vibrant energies coming in during the month of Aquarius, so we may as well just have that as our mission for this month, to find our value, to let go of anything that isn't value, supporting us to be self-supporting, authentic and integral, and just to let the old way wash away as we start to prepare for a new and more energetic way of being. So if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available one-to-one. You can email me zoehind7@gmail.com, and we can arrange a time to chat through what it is that you'd like. There's chart readings, there's readings for the year ahead, there's lessons, there's coaching, tarot and numerology as well. All sorts of different options there, because this is really a wonderful roadmap forwards now in the age of Aquarius to be able to understand esoteric astrology and tarot, which are not that hard. They're taught very intuitively. Is really going to be very useful in these uncharted waters. On my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro, I have these videos, plus Transcending the Negative Mind series about each planet, series about each zodiac sign, made very easy for you to learn your chart. And I post these weeklies on my Facebook at AstroZo and Instagram at zoehind7. So wishing you a restful and deep week, a fundamental energy with the Venus-Pluto going on in the background, and an intriguing energy with Mercury in Aquarius, ready to retrograde in the foreground. But other than that, just take a chance to look back, let go, harness the new moon energy to set some soulful intentions, and set your timeline maybe as freshening up when we get to the month of Aquarius, but for now, doing the final tidying up. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week.